Greetings, brothers and sisters. We are finally getting to another reaction on this here Mystelics Reacts channel. Welcome to all the Mystelics family and the many videos that tune in. See what's up with my thoughts and comments on this here reaction, brothers and sisters. What are yours? Leave your thoughts and comments in the comment box below as well. Also, don't forget to click the thumbs up button. I would appreciate that. Click the like button. Click it, man. Don't be shy. Click it, brothers and sisters. Because I'll push these videos further and further there. And of course, if you're not done so yet, subscribe and turn on that post notifications so you can get the latest vibrations when they do definitely tend to come through right here, brothers and sisters. I appreciate you guys doing that. And of course, without further ado, let us get to my thoughts and comments on this reaction, brothers and sisters. We have this sentiment, of course, brought about by Emo News right there, and of course, indicating actually did a reaction on that sentiment where an individual or vehicle plunged over the Bond Bridge, and of course, a bridge without any railings and stuff, and of course, an individual was, of course, said to have been brought to the hospital as a result of these things. You saw the guy when they were putting him into the ambulance. And of course, as indicated right there, brothers and sisters, on Emo News, the individual in question has passed away, guys. And according to Emo News regards to inform the public that Jenna Etenoff of Woodford Hill has sadly succumbed to his injuries following the tragic accident in which his vehicle plunged over a bridge without railing in Bourne on July 30th. So apparently he did stay longer than expected. Of course, today is August, brothers and sisters. Sometime in August he passed away. I think it was about 2 or 3 days ago where I received this sentiment right there of one of the times it was recent, brothers and sisters. He passed away in August. July 30th, August, brothers and sisters. Every time I see this sentiment, brothers and sisters, I always wonder what could have been done. And the thought that always comes to mind is better equipment, better resources, better facilities for the hospital, better training for the nurses and doctors who are dealing with the individuals out there. I don't put much blame on them, brothers and sisters, because they don't have much equipment. And then I think of situations like Dr. Dane Dangleben trying to bring in equipment into Dominica to modernize the healthcare fraternity of Dominica. And of course, he received a serious blockage in that regard right there. He was also stating, thankfully, he's able to afford to make these things come through. The question still remains, what could have been done? And if he would have been alive today, if the necessary equipments and resources were definitely available in Dominica. This is him right there, brothers and sisters. So sympathies goes out to his family and friends. That's all we can say sometimes, brothers and sisters, because unless the people complain about the situation that is taking place, nothing, literally, nothing would be done. Now, about the situation about the Bond Bridge, of course, there was no railing there, no railing in that region right there, brothers and sisters. The vehicle plunged over, as you can see on the right side. I don't know if you can how you facing, but it's on my right side right there. And yeah, he's gone now. Maybe he has his family, his son, daughter, children to take care of, wife to take care of. Maybe he was the breadwinner of the family, doing that the economy is very hard and he's no longer here. What if? The question always remains, what if we had better medical care in Dominica? What if? That's the third one I'm thinking of. Third one. I mean, anyways, guys, sympathies to the individual right there, sympathies to the family and friends of this individual. May his soul rest in peace. Hopefully he knew Yeshua before he left this planet, because I tell you, if he didn't, judgment, brothers and sisters. Make sure you know Yeshua before you leave this planet, okay? You don't have to take my word for it, but one day you will find out if what I was saying was true or not. Alright then, brothers and sisters. Anyways, moving along in that regard, right? There was this sentiment that I definitely had to point out, brothers and sisters, and this echoed volumes concerning the fact that we started seeing aliens in Dominica. So since that video, brothers and sisters, it doesn't seem like things are going well for the police. And apparently on the police metric, it seems like the police force became a clown show for some reason or the other. Of course, indicating right there where the police came and took out the people's benches. Alright, we want to take it out, I guess, under the directive of none other than, what's his name again, BLACKMOORE? Or the commissioner, whoever it is, brothers and sisters. They took on the chairs, and unfortunately they had to bring it back. They had to put back the people's chair. They made a nice looking chair, and they had to put it back, brothers and sisters, which is very interesting right there. And of course, a number of persons have been calling for the resignation of Melissa Popon Skerrit on the merit that she pretty much embarrassed the police, as indicated by this individual right there. This was not public, so I had to cut out the name, but there should be a call of public outrage. This individual is saying for Melissa Popon Skerrit, Minister of Housing, to step down or resign. We both know she's not going to do that. All right. When decisions in national interests are being reversed by politicians undermining police authority. Now, brothers and sisters, I understand the sentiment where individuals believe that, hey, we have to go on a merit of our BrBpTV, and I agree. The BrBpTV are the caretaker of the people. However, there should be some sort of discord. There should be some sort of conversing. There should be some sort of interaction between authority figures when they're trying to do things to quote-unquote protect society, and on the other hand, not disrespecting the BrBpTV to do so. However, on this regard, on this situation right here, I'll have to side with Melissa, because the people that are concerned, they brought it to her, and she decided, hey, what's going on there should not be, and decided to tell the police to bring back the benches. It's also very interesting on the other hand, brothers and sisters, because I tend to look at both sides. I agree with the BrBpTV. You go to your BrBpTV, say, hey, we need to do this, organize, whatnot, blah, blah, blah. The police should have gone to talk to the BrBpTV, because the BrBpTV are the representatives of the people, and then vice versa. But the police apparently didn't do that, and they just wanted to just do whatever they want, and boom. But there's an interesting video that showed up, brothers and sisters, to my understanding, indicating what exactly was happening on that bench. Now, I don't know if that is true or not, but I saw a video, and this is the video right there. So as indicated right there, brothers and sisters, the snipers and Navy SEALs Dominica first line of defense, apparently. When we go to war, it's them they have to send. Because for some reason already, the individuals who dressed up in military attire or camouflage, they seem to be going after the wrong set of things. What you doing in society? I don't get it. Anyways, this apparently is the first line of defense. And this apparently is what was taking place, or allegedly taking place, on that said bench right there. Now, this I think could be part of a music video or something of that sort. But the mere fact they use that and utilize this to point out certain things, indicating that what is happening on that bench is not necessarily a good thing. So maybe it could be that the police decided, hey, this kind of things is going on. I actually indicated that that could be the measure right there, or something actually going on. Maybe they're doing illegal activities, and the police are like, loitering is not a good thing for that circumstance or that particular region, especially coming into Roseau. And they decide to remove that stuff. All right, remove it. Well, Melissa made them put back the bench, brothers and sisters. I guess they went to talk to the BrBpTV. Probably decide, hey, it's okay with me. That's my people. And do that stuff. But on the police side, brothers and sisters, if this situation was going on, I understand why they removed the bench. But my whole point and discussion here, brothers and sisters, if this kind of situation is going on, there needs to be some mutual respect between the BrBpTV and the police authority. And they need to come together and say why they're removing things, and not just say, oh, let's remove this and that's it. They're wrong on both sides. They should never have done this in the first place. Have this discussion, come to the public and say, this is what is happening in that area, and as a result, we are removing this stuff right there. I was indicating some time about, brothers and sisters, when we see police doing certain things, it seems like we don't have to question the police. We don't have to question them at all. They just do whatever they want, and that's it, and we just have to agree, well, that is what the police, that should never be in the first place. Never. So if that is the kind of circumstance that tends to go on in that region, I agree with the police. However, that is not what is going on in that circumstance right there. The people say that the chill spot, they want to chill and whatnot, and police decide they come to take it out because they don't want to see people there, then police is wrong. But of course, the lack of discord, the lack of conversation is just not there. It's just non-existent. So people are being taken advantage of. Sorry about that, brothers and sisters. I was just interrupted right there. But let's continue in that regard right there. So there should be a level of conversing and informing the public of the decisions that are being made in that regard. And of course, a number of persons are calling for the resignation or the stepping down of none other than Melissa for disrespecting the police in that regard right there. Or the police disrespecting her. It is also another circumstance whichever way that you're looking at it. Both of them seem to be wrong in that regard right there. Undermining the authority of the police. Okay? So, what are your thoughts, guys? Do you think that Melissa is wrong for undermining the authority of the police? Do you think the police is wrong for undermining the authority of the BrBp? What are your thoughts on this, guys? Leave your thoughts in the comment box below for me right there. But it's also very interesting, brothers and sisters, when you're looking at a number of things, you tend to wonder what exactly is really and truly going on right there. According to this individual, DLP, Dominica Labour Party, is like a Lagos. No matter how you try to clean it, it's just dirty, brothers and sisters. You ever try to clean dirt? You just clean dirt from the ground? Clean more, you clean the dirt. I want to see no dirt on the ground, brothers and sisters. The more you dig in, is more dirt you get in. It seems like that is the case. When it comes to the circumstance right there, of course, we are indicating a number of persons reach out to me, say, Mystelics, where the Prime Minister? Apparently, the Prime Minister has been missing for over 10 days. He just go in, not telling nobody. This is the thing I don't understand. We are back again to the sentiment. Who holds the authority in this regard? It should be whom? It should be the people. When the Prime Minister is going to places and not telling the people that of which he's representing, who knows what on earth he's going outside there to do? And it seems like this is a normal for the people right now. We don't care as long as they come back and then, you know, what is really going on? Has been indicated that there's some sort of meeting that he cannot attend. He has to send somebody to represent him. He's not part of it and he's not even in Dominica. What is going on, brothers and sisters? So that is the thing right there. Unless the people decide they want to take a stand and say enough is enough, nothing else will happen. Just like the hospital situation, another one is gone. But of course, you don't have to listen to me in that regard right there, of course. Anyways, moving on, brothers and sisters, we saw this sentiment involving the same thing. This is the Chinese, brothers and sisters. And when it comes to the Chinese individual, they tend to have the young heavily involved in AI and, you know, information technology and this kind of things there because they know that is the future. That of which I think is lacking greatly when it comes to Dominica, and the schooling system, of course, is being handled by drone alien. What do you expect? Nothing, brothers and sisters. Nothing at all. But at least the Chinese are out there educating the young to make sure that they are ready for the real world, brothers and sisters. Real world out there. And when it comes to Dominica, brothers and sisters.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this.
So they were making a comparison between children in China and adults. The excitement that adults have for a chair, brothers and sisters. We are excited. We decide to make CO for chair. You know, it's wonderful chair. All right, we CO for the chair. I mean, they put a truck on the road for them to do that. That's crazy. That is true. So, I guess that is the entertainment. The interesting thing about this, brothers and sisters, we are excited that they put back a chair in defiance to the police. Of course, a number of persons don't like the police, so everybody's happy about that. But the very same BrBp who defied the police in what they did is not creating jobs for the very people and the youth. It's not creating any jobs for them. They bring back a chair. We're excited. I will vote for you again. You bring back my chair. But they're not doing anything for the economic standing of Dominica. They don't do anything at all. If you guys want my status, some of you guys want my status. And I indicated something called, it's a vegetable butter. And it's called, I can't believe it's not butter. It's actually not butter at all. It tastes like butter, but it's actually vegan butter, quote unquote. And I showcase the price of the original one, brothers and sisters, in the United States. It was $3 and that's about, give or take, you know, about $10 EC dollars. Now, somebody of mine went into the store and also indicated to me, hey, that they saw this and they showed me the price. In Dominica, it is $26 and change for the same thing. That is $3.99 equating to about $10 EC. $10 EC, moving from $10 EC to $26, brothers and sisters, and change. Doesn't that say something? Another person actually messaged me and said it to me that it's about $8 in their currency. That is about what, $21, $22. It's still cheaper. And the place that they're telling me that it's $8 is a place where it's expensive over there. Turks and Caicos. It's expensive over there, brothers and sisters. Everything is in US dollars. Okay? Well, not everything, but you get my point, brothers and sisters. Converting it, $8 in comparison to Dominica. It is still cheaper over there than in Dominica. And it has to travel much further to Turks and Caicos than it. So we're not talking about excessive pricing of goods and items in Dominica. The Dominicans cannot really afford. If they can afford it, probably they have to take a entire salary for them to afford one thing and then buy something next month one time. You know, that's how it goes. We want to eat it when variety. We cannot have variety during that month. We have to have variety every other month. If I buy a pack of corned beef, I buy this month. Next month I'll buy butter. But next month I will buy Campbell's butter, and you know, those kind of things there. So we're happy about chair, but we're not seeing that our power is not doing what they're actually supposed to do. So it's very interesting when it comes down to that dynamic right there. But of course, at least in Dominica, it's not everybody that is under that scope. I remember there was a video that actually reacted to where they're talking about the Roseau people. They involve in all kind of illegal stuff. Not everybody, you know, brothers and sisters. Roseau folks involved in certain things, while other places, other people, Roseau that looking down on other places called country, so to speak. Seems like the country regions are doing much better than the individuals in Roseau. And this, of course, is another sentiment right there. At least this is in Portsmouth, brothers and sisters. If you know academic school, brothers and sisters, in the nature island, the Caribbean, Portsmouth has now linked up and partnered with DeVry University. According to them right there, Academic School of Learning has officially partnered with DeVry University through the Bridge of Brilliance initiative. Indeed, this partnership gives all Dominicans direct access to fully online bachelor's, master's degrees, and other certification programs with a 50% tuition scholarship and no upfront application cost. Kudos to academics for definitely doing this for the nature isle of the Caribbean people. I would definitely try to get individuals to definitely join the school. I think they do much better when it comes on to the education department, when it comes on to the degrees and, you know, the teaching skills, and, you know, it seems like they get the best of the best to put these guys and make these guys go forward in what they do right there. Of course, this partnership gives all Dominicans direct access to fully online bachelor's, master's degree, and other certification programs with a 50% tuition scholarship and no upfront application cost. Your path to global opportunities and higher education advance, not the one with Junior Laden. This one, brothers and sisters, your path to global opportunities and higher education advancement begins here. Of course, if you want to contact them, this is the information. And of course, as you can see, this is, of course, the CEO and DeVry, one of the DeVry representatives right there, you know, in that regard. So kudos to them for definitely doing their thing. You know, brilliance in the nature of the Caribbean, despite of be happy for bench. At least, you know, there's always that aspect right there. But you know what hasn't happened, brothers and sisters, when we learn from our mistakes? BLACKMOORE. BLACKMOORE is back in it again, brothers and sisters. And of course, as indicated right there, the National Security Minister, BLACKMOORE, announced the relocation of police officers from Montrachet and Coulibistrie to, you know, somewhere else. But let's look at what is taking place right there. You guys get the point. He come back and say, hey, we need to do this without actually consulting the people. I don't know what they think. They just want to do whatever they want. They don't care, brothers and sisters. Of course, indicated right there to me by a Coulibistrie resident. He said, we the residents of Coulibistrie and Montrachet hereby express our total dissatisfaction at the decision which was taken to close the Coulibistrie police station after some 57 years of existence on September 1st, 2025, without prior consultation with villagers. No, we don't need to talk to them. We just decide that's what we want to do, and that's what is gonna happen. All right. You might have another what do you call them? Bench rogue, whatever, bench rouge, whatever that is, brothers and sisters. You might have another one right there, because the people of COULIBISTRIE, labor rights, United Workers' rights, freedom rights, all the APPites and the PPites, brothers and sisters, everybody is mad, and they vex with the police. They are not about it, brothers and sisters, from my understanding right there. It is definitely unacceptable to formally inform residents only 12 days before the decision takes effect. We in good faith are simply requesting that the relevant authorities reconsider. They have decided to go out and look for petitions and this kind of things there, so that they can stop this from happening. This is why I don't understand Blackmore. Blackmore, what on earth you guys are doing? You did this with the bench stuff. You did this with the bench stuff. You took away the people's bench. You had to go back and put it, embarrassing yourself. You go back again. You did not learn that you need to consult the people before you do anything, because it is they who truly have the authority right there. You decide, no, that way the people, forget them. All right. And you decide to come and remove the police station and remove officers in this area. No consultation, nothing. You just, oh, let us remove that there. Really? And it seems from my understanding, the people are mad and vexed about this situation. In fact, there have been a number of people making some interesting statements on social media of when this article was dropped, our brothers and sisters. Stoops, somebody saying, tell Blackmore go and... Okay, all right. Another person is saying, the embarrassment all you suffered in the hands of anti-male. You see, they don't learn. They don't learn it. Continuously embarrassing themselves. Of course, the hands that they suffered on the male cannot make me change my thoughts towards this force. This story is laughable, somebody saying. Whilst I understand the need to enhance police presence in one community or a district, so you're moving one. You're moving one from one district to put it. Not more police you have to hire, nah? Not more people you have to train to. I don't understand these things there. Boy, it's crazy. It's indicated the story is, of course, indeed laughable. And while you try to enhance police presence in one community or a district, you have now left two communities and another district without adequate police services. Remember the other day, brothers and sisters, not too far from that, we had St. Joseph. Remember when they robbed St. Joseph? And one of the things that they were indicating that there was not much or not enough adequate staff to run things, brothers and sisters. Remember that? I remember it. If you forget, I remember. I'll remind you. Well, yes, they said it didn't have enough adequate staff. This is why the police station got robbed in St. Joseph. Now they decided they want to remove the police station in COULIBISTRIE. And based on what this individual is saying, you have now left two communities and another district without adequate police service. I'd really like to understand all this. Sometimes, brothers and sisters, when you have incompetent people in positions, you do not expect competence to come from it. I tell you that. You cannot expect competence to come from incompetence. Blackmore is one of the most incompetent people on planet Earth. He likes to dance, and that is all he's probably good at. To shake his body, shaking his body. That's all he likes to do, shake his body. And think that is something looking nice. You know, just worthless, just no consultation, nothing. I don't care about the people, and you know, and then when it comes into the circumstance right there, people realizing that there's two communities being and another district that's being inadequately addressed when it comes onto the police service right there. Another person is saying Mr. and his gang don't know what to do and say anymore. Yeah, apparently they don't know. This headline is very misleading, apparently. This is what this individual was saying. Who listened to this goon? Blackmore is a fool. And the worst minister of national security ever in the history of the entire world, brothers and sisters. They say the Caribbean there, but I say the entire world because I am pretty known, well, not pretty known, I pretty understand a number of these authority figures when it comes on to certain places. And there's nobody compared from my, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong if you know somebody who's done Blackmore. But from my understanding, brothers and sisters, across the board, there's nobody worse than Blackmore. I always make the comparison between Skerritt, the former president, prime minister of Canada, and the former president of the United States, and also Kamala. And I compare Skerritt to be somewhere between the third and fourth between them, because nobody is more mad than Kamala and Biden. I don't know where they get this. Anyways, nobody more mad third and fourth. He competing with Trudeau. But when it comes to national security, brothers and sisters, Blackmore should just go and sleep. That is all he should do. Just go and dance, go and shake for the Chinese, and just go and sleep. Blackmore, that is what you should do. Waster, just a waster. I don't know. Your mother and father must be really sad by what you have become. You became national security minister just to embarrass yourself. Oh boy, I tell you. He was an ex-police officer apparently, who never finished a file, but talking about where he studied. All Blackmore does is lie on the stats. he lie on the stats, that's crazy. When you lie on the stats, the statistics is there when you lie on the stats, but anyways, lying on the stats. Why are you not protecting your officers? No, with the zone rouge. The zone rouge, I say. But the Rose Rouge, but Zone Rouge, brothers and sisters, Sarah. Why aren't you saying anything? You decide you're leaving that there and going after COULIBISTRIE to just make it worse for yourself. I don't understand these kind of things. You're the biggest joke going around, Blackmore. The entire world now sees the politician that run the police force. The entire world now sees that politicians run the police force. So we all knew this, but I guess the world will see by extension. While you tried to defend it all the time. Blackmore, please resign together. Blackmore have to resign. Minister have to resign. The whole cabinet just have to resign. Everybody worthless. Everybody. All power reps you have. All of them worthless. All of them worthless. It's something else, we? Yes, yeah. The entire world now sees it, brothers and sisters, and of course you see it as well. Go and sort out, okay. Go and sort out the issue of gang warfare and the growing trend of lawlessness. That's what the individual is telling Blackmore. Well, apparently he doesn't seem to know what his duties are. He didn't read his employee sheet. He didn't read that employee sheet. He didn't read his, what do you call that again, brothers and sisters? Your job description. You didn't read your job description, sir? No. To know what your duties are? No. All right then. We want to know how them police go respond to y'all. Sadly, Dominica has gone to the dogs because gangsters think they run things. Instead of empowering police, you all closing stations. Mr. Blackmore, we want you to come out. We want you to come hard on everyone who is against the law. We want you to see the police empowered to let the gangsters know their place. We want you to push an anti-gang law to get the gangsters sorted out. How you expect somebody like Blackmore? Brothers and sisters, since Blackmore has taken office, crime has skyrocketed. Crime has skyrocketed. It's like as if Blackmore came for him. It's like as if Blackmore came to help crime. It's what it sounds like, because how on earth you coming into as national security minister and things are worse? The only thing you have pride in doing is to deport people or go and arrest people because you have suspicion of white people. That is it. Blackmore, boy, I tell you, boy, learn from other countries in the Caribbean and lock up the destabilized. But how you can do that? First of all, the person not saying that. I understand what you're saying, but how can an incompetent person bring competence? It will not make any sense at all. Ministers, This person is saying, Ministers, you all need to smoke. You guys are stupid or what? Or you go too deep in the devil business. Remove the bench and order to bringing it back. Boy, Dominica is a joker. Paradise right there. BLACKMOORE them lawless, much less for the law. BLACKMOORE them more lawless than the law itself. That's interesting. Oh boy. BLACKMOORE them lawless, much less for the law itself in Dominica. You don't have no teeth like free police station in one. If something happens in COULIBISTRIE or Monratchet, they will wait for Senjo to bring vehicle to transport them. Nonsense. The same St. Joseph police station they rob because it's short staffed. Anyways, you mean election coming and Salisbury is a problem? Them police who are there already too friendly with locals, my opinion. I don't know the person saying right there. As an ex-police officer, I don't support that move. COULIBISTRIE has its problems too. Now you have to go to Salisbury to make a report. That makes sense, right? I work there and this is nonsense. Dominica breaking news. Instead of reporting gossip, go to the area. Anyways, this is not gossip, brothers and sisters. That's what they want to remove right there. So the individual that's saying that, I don't know where he come from. Anyways, a donkey hole he cannot be more stupid. Boy, what kind of English is that, boy? Only I was getting to me. The donkey hole he cannot be more stupid than that. Sometimes, brothers and sisters, I know we make mistakes in our writing, but what on earth is that? How removing them from the community and send them further is going to improve the situation? That's a good question right there. How is removing going to improve the situation? BLACKMOORE, well, giving my input to BLACKMOORE doesn't make sense because you cannot, brothers and sisters, you cannot train stupid. You cannot make stupid knowledgeable. You have to just remove it there. You know, when you have a disease, brothers and sisters, it's not to say, disease, behave yourself. Disease, no, behave yourself. You know, be nice. You have to remove it, brothers and sisters. Uproot it. When it take root, uproot it, brothers and sisters. That I think would be the solution to the problem right there. What are your thoughts, guys? Leave your thoughts and comments in the comment box below. This is all about asking for the same vibrations right there. If you understand my concerns, please click the thumbs up button. Let me know your thoughts like I did it before. Leave your thoughts and comments in the comment box below. And of course, with that said, everybody, sisters, be real. Thanks so much for watching. Saturday King always. Be positive.